Welcome to another Mind Power Monday. I hope you're having a great Monday so far. For some of you, I know it is the afternoon already. For me, it is still the morning. And I hope you had a great weekend doing whatever it is that makes your heart happy, or getting yourself organized for the week, or doing something fun, whatever it might be. I hope you had a great weekend. I'm Melanie Robinson, and I'm a real estate investor just like the rest of you. I've done several different strategies over the years, from new builds to flips to foreclosures and long-term buy and holds and BRRRRs. And right now I am super excited to be focusing on long-term buy and holds with joint venture partners in New Brunswick, where it's low cash required to enter and lower mortgage qualifying and great cash flow. So super excited focusing on that. But of course, I don't just dabble in one thing. So I have my fourplex build over in Nanaimo happening right now. Still working on getting that happening. And also going to look at a great flip or BRRRR opportunity here in the Lower Mainland tomorrow. So always have lots of things on the go, but definitely my focus right now is on long-term buy and holds with joint venture partners over in New Brunswick. So if you are ever curious about chatting about that, reach out. Absolutely, I'd love to talk to you. We use private lenders all the time, as well as joint venture partners. So reach out for the real estate side of things. Good morning, everyone. Why am I, as a real estate investor, sharing all of these Mind Power Mondays with you? My background is in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. We have a family business. My mom certifies people in NLP, and it's an incredible model that utilizes the power of your mind. Why do I care so much about this? I'm super passionate about helping people achieve the success that they want in their life, but also really to feel good doing it, to enjoy it, and to, if I'm just sort of condensing it, I really, really care about helping people recognize the power that the power that you do have within yourself, the things that you can control, the ways that you might be making things harder for yourself when you could be making things easier for yourself, understanding how the brain works and how we can really master our mindset so that we can create the life we want and achieve the results that we want. So that's what I'm super passionate about. That's why I come on every Monday, because I really want to help you as investors recognize when you might be hindering yourself, recognize when you might be making things harder for yourself than you need to, and recognizing where the power lies within you, where you can really master some specific skills and tools. And they're pretty across the board, regardless of what it is that you're wanting to accomplish, but mastering your mindset, really taking control of your mindset so that you are in the driver's seat of your experience as you create your success. So that's why I do these Mind Power Mondays with you. Good morning, everyone who's saying good morning. As most of you know who tune in, I'm terrible at reading the comments. I am not able to sort of deliver from my heart and share with you what I want to share and read the comments. So I promise you that I will read them afterwards. Oh, and I have to share with you my sweatshirt. Can you see that? Love always wins. So I'm super casual today in a sweatshirt. I actually am a part of a hip hop dance group, and there was this amazing, beautiful woman named Jen who was in our group for a portion of a year, and unfortunately she had cancer. Young, beautiful, vibrant. Like, this is a lesson that life is short, and we have got to do what we can to enjoy it while we have it. So she's this beautiful, vibrant, doing cartwheels in our class, like absolutely amazing, stunning, beautiful smile, energetic. And she just passed away with cancer, which is super heartbreaking. I'm sharing this from the perspective of my sweatshirt, which is somebody created these, and every purchase goes, 100% of the proceeds are going towards her little son that she left behind. So I'm filled with love as I wear this sweatshirt. Love always wins. And it's super meaningful to me. And life is short. So we got to do what we can to enjoy it and feel the best that we can feel. So, okay, Mind Power Monday. Today we are going to be talking about confidence. I know confidence is one of the sort of number one things that investors and probably people are wanting to get better at or master or feel while they're going about their real estate investing business and while they're going about their lives. And so I wanted to share a little bit about that today. here's what I wanted to share. Confidence is a feeling. So I want you to really hear that. Confidence is a feeling, and you can elicit any feeling you want at any given time. So all of the blah, blah that I share every single week about how your thoughts cause your brain to release chemicals to your body that create how you feel, and that sends a message back up to your brain, and we have this cycle. It's critical, and I say it every week because that is the formula. That's the science behind what's going on. So to really sort of hit home the idea that you can create how you feel at any given moment, I want to, whether you think about it now or whether you think about it later, here's what I want you to play with. I want you to recognize, if I were to say to you right now, imagine an argument that you had, or first of all, I want you to feel angry. You'd be like, well, I can't feel angry. I'm listening to Mind Power Monday and I feel really amazing right now. And, but if I were to say to you, I want you to think about an argument that you had with someone, and I want you to really think about it. And I want you to think about what they said, and then what you said, and then what they said, and then what you said, and the look on their face and what was going on. And I guarantee you, at some point along that thought process, you literally inside, your heart rate would be increasing. You would be feeling angry inside. Right now, while listening to Mind Power Monday, you could create that feeling. You could feel that inside. If I said to you, I want you to feel excited right now. If you chose to, and again, play with this later, if you were to think about, back when we used to be able to travel, if you were to think about the next trip you're going to take, where are you going to go and how amazing that's going to feel and what are you going to be doing, and you imagine yourself laying on a beach or on a ride at Disneyland or whatever, if you thought about it and really what that was going to be like, you would feel excited right now. If you were going to feel sad about something, not that anybody wants to feel sad, but we can think about a loss, or we can think about, let's not go there. Anyhow, you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is my first commitment to you today, my first job, the thing that has to happen before anything is I need you to recognize you can create a feeling inside of you at any given moment. Not because something has happened right now, not because something is a reality right now, but by thinking about something that has happened or is going to happen, you can create how you're feeling. So that's the really important thing. You can feel angry, you can feel excited, you could feel sad, you could feel happy, you could feel full of love. You are in control of it by what you're choosing to think about. I could stop right now. This is literally everything I care about, is for people to recognize that they can create how they feel. You can create how you're feeling. The same thing comes with confidence. You can create a feeling of confidence within. So we want to feel confident because we want to feel that within, and we want to feel confident because we want to exude that outside. Both different intentions, different purposes, but the same strategy. If you want to feel confident, you need to change what you're thinking about in order to create that feeling within. So now let's dive into it. So you're not feeling confident about something, because here's the deal. If it's our first property we're acquiring, we haven't ever done that before, and we need to elicit that feeling of confidence. Maybe we're moving into multifamily, haven't done that before, now we need to elicit confidence. We're picking up the phone to talk to a potential partner, not confident in that, we need to elicit that feeling of confidence. Reaching out to private lenders, need to elicit confidence. Moving into land development, need to elicit confidence. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey, when you're growing, when you're evolving, when you're growing, I don't know what else to call it, when you're growing, you won't have done it before, but you don't want to feel terrible and like you're not worthy and like you don't want to feel that while you're doing something new. You want to create that feeling inside. You want to empower yourself to feel amazing, to feel excited, to feel confident as you go about this new thing. Is it made up? Yeah. Because it's very natural to feel nervous, to feel like I haven't done this before, to feel like I don't know what I'm doing. But you have the resources, you're in courses, you're a member of Fearless, you're probably a member of all sorts of different groups as well. You have the resources to gather. You're smart enough to do this. It's the feeling inside that I want to support you with, because if you're having dialogue that says, I can't do this, I've never done this before, I'm not good enough, blah, 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 I promise you, you are not going to, well, number one, you're not going to feel good, but number two, you're just not going to achieve the same things. It's up to us to master this inside ourselves. We're creating our own internal environment at every given moment, whether we want to admit it or not. So this is about you getting in the driver's seat, you taking control, and you recognizing when you don't want to feel the way you're feeling, when you're recognizing you're about to do something that's exciting and you're scared, you're nervous, you're not feeling confident. I want you to know you can change that right now. So here's step number one. Now that you recognize that you have the power, now that you recognize that you can create any feeling you want by thinking about something in the past or in the future. So here's step number one. Decide you want to feel confident. Don't just say, oh, I wish I was confident. You need to decide you're doing it. Step number one. In anything we do, step number one is to decide it. It's a decision. It's happening. It's not a maybe, that'd be nice one day, if. It's a, I'm doing this. And when you get the, yeah, but I haven't done it, I'm doing this. Oh, but I don't know enough, I'm doing this. It doesn't matter what self-talk comes in to talk you out of being able to feel confident in this moment. It's, you are with a stubborn conviction, you're deciding you are going to feel confident because you want this and you want to feel good. Step number one, deciding it. Getting rid of all those yeah buts and deciding you want this. Then step number two is coming up with your thought toolbox. So remember how I said you can, when you think about something that happened in the past, you can feel angry, sad, happy. When you think about something in the future, you can feel excited or nervous or anxious. Nothing's happening right now, but when you think about something, you get a feeling. So I want you to have a thought toolbox. This box of tools that you know, when you think about them, they will elicit that feeling of confidence. Okay? So what are some things that you've done in the past where you felt really confident? Maybe it's riding a bicycle. Maybe it's playing a sport. Maybe it's, a speech that you did that you were in Toastmasters and you won first place. I don't know what it is for you. What are things in the past? I don't care if you were 3 years old or you were 49 years old. What are some things in the past where you felt confident? You want to write those things down. You want to have a list of things where you felt confident. Or what are some people? What are some examples of people who have done what you're about to do? Build that list of thoughts of like, well, if they can do it, I can do it. Who are people that have done what you've done? Borrow confidence from the fact that other people have done this. I think the most powerful way is to come up with experiences on your own of things that you have done. And if you can't think of anything that you have done, reach out to me and I bet you I can help you. But borrowing confidence from other people who have done what you've done, or thinking about things where you feel confident. That thought toolbox. And now here's the thing. So that's step number two, create that thought toolbox. And now step number three is to master it, to practice it, to play with it. You didn't learn to ride a bike by saying, I'm going to ride a bike and then hopping on and riding it. You didn't learn how to do whatever it is that you do for your career by deciding you're going to do it and boom, one day you were just an expert at it. You practice it. A hairdresser doesn't become a hairdresser. They just decide they want to become a hairdresser, pick up scissors and boop, 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 boop. They create beautiful hair for somebody. No, they practiced and mastered it and tried this and tried that. You have to be willing with mindset. This is a mental game. This is a huge, huge part of your success. One is the skills, the tools from a tactical, logistical perspective in our real estate investing, and our mindset, mastering your mindset, recognizing that that is a huge element of your success. Both of those things are happening simultaneously. Your mindset is happening whether you pay attention to it or not. So if you master it, then you really catapult all those things where you're learning how to do this stuff and you have the mindset to go alongside that. You're unstoppable, literally. So here's the deal. Practice it. If I say, so one of my things is, back to the hip hop, is, oh man, when I get on stage competing, for whatever reason, I feel like there's no other feeling for me. So before I'm going to go on stage, when we're in the wings and we're waiting to go on, I literally feel like I'm going to die. Like literally, I feel like my legs are going to fall out for me. My heart is beating out of my chest. I feel like I'm going to die. And the minute our music starts and I start going on stage and there's the lights and there's the audience, and because we're old ladies, people cheer and woot and holler, and and there's something that happens inside of me, and there is nothing that feels like that. I literally give it my all, and I feel on top of this freaking world. There's just something about it. And I used to dance as a kid, so maybe that's why. But there is this feeling, and when I imagine myself on that stage and I imagine the lights and the music's cranking and the audience is there and they're cheering and hooting and hollering, and I can literally feel that inside of me. So I don't want you to say, when I dance hip hop, I feel confident. You have to imagine that you're there. It's a process where you close your eyes and you imagine that you're there, and you imagine, like for me, the lights and the sound and the feeling and the audience and me giving it my all. Like you imagine it all, and that's what creates the feeling inside. It's not words. It's not a list. It is really feeling it. And this is what I want you to play with. This is what you have to practice like a skill, play with it, master it. You start connecting with your thoughts. You take some time. You take 5 minutes a day and you have your list of things where you felt confident in the past. Even playing with, as much as it seems crazy, it's usually an easy one, anger and excitement and sadness, and notice the control you have. Notice your ability with the different emotions. Notice what happens inside of you. Play with it and master it. You can do this with confidence. And what you do is, before you're going to pick up the phone, before you're going to walk into a meeting, before you're going to have a conversation, anytime you notice that you're feeling sort of less than and you're not sure you can do this, you stop, you close your eyes, and you go there mentally until you feel it. And now all of a sudden you have that feeling of confidence inside you. So whether it's that you're sitting at home in your office and you're really just not feeling it and you want to elicit that so that you can be productive and do what you're doing, or you're about to go do something huge and you want to elicit it so that you walk in the best version of yourself so you can deliver whatever it is that you want to deliver. It doesn't matter what the reason is. The process is the same. You need to know what you can think about in advance, because sometimes when we're in a funk, it's not easy to come up with those thoughts. So that's your thought toolbox. So number one, you want to decide, I want to feel different, period. Number two, you have your thought toolbox. What are some things you can do to feel confident right now? And number three, you close your eyes. You imagine whatever that thought is for you. Literally, you imagine every sense. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? Is it bright? Is it dim? Are you inside or outside? Is there a breeze? Loud, quiet? You notice all of those details, and at some point you will get a feeling and you will feel confident. And now you pick up the phone, you type that email, you have that conversation, you create that presentation. Whatever it is, you come from a place of confidence, and you can do that over and over and over again. Because the choices are, you're either thinking about what you can't do and that you haven't done it before, and that creates you feeling not confident, or you're thinking about what you can do, what you have done, and you're creating a feeling of confidence. Every feeling that you have created. So create it purposefully. So there you have it. That is my share, and wow, as usual, I'm on my little soapbox. But you guys, it's so simple yet so not. And it really is just a matter of playing with the idea that you are in control of your inner environment, that your thoughts do create how you feel, that you have the power to change that at any given moment. And if you want to feel good, if you want to create success, if you want to have great relationships, great conversations, and you want to move to the next level, then you master these things. You master your mindset. And that requires being a little bit silly, using your imagination, creating those your thought toolbox, playing with it. Notice what you notice what ones are really good, not good. I have, surfing behind the boat. When I imagine myself on a wave, and I'm not good at that, by the way, but meaning I'm not great at surfing. I am not an expert, but I love it. It's so fun. When I want to feel filled with love, I can think of my dog, or I can think of my kids. If I want to feel excited, I can think about a vacation that, that hopefully one day I get to go on. If I want to feel confident, I can imagine being dancing on stage. And we all know that we can think about all sorts of sad things, or, failures and things we didn't do well if we want to feel like crap, but none of us want to do that. So I'm here to share you don't have to, and I'm here to share that you can master this. So what did I say today? Confidence is a feeling, number one, and you can control your feeling by what you choose to think about. So you're wanting to feel confident. Step number one is you decide you're going to feel confident. Step number two is you have that thought toolbox. And step number three is that you practice it, master it, play with it so that you recognize the power that you have and that you are in control of how you feel at any given moment. So let's go tackle it, you guys. We can feel confident whether we've done something before or not. I promise you. So reach out anytime, send me a message. I'll read your comments, I promise. But master your mind, you guys. We're in this together. As always, have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. I can't wait to read your comments. And if there's any way that I can support you ever with regards to this mindset stuff, send me a message. I'll share on Mondays whatever I can to support you guys. That's what I'm here to do. And if you ever want to talk partnership, private lending, anything like that, if you like me and you want to invest with me, reach out too. Alrighty, everyone, you have an amazing day, an amazing week, and we will talk to you next Monday. Okay, bye.